Hey guys, it's your boy here, Roger Moore, and if it's extra, I'm just gonna knock out my AX nails right about now still because I'm in the mood to talk the truth anyway. So yeah guys, right, so we've got a bit of a kind of Caribbean vibe in the background, as I would say. Myself from Jamaican heritage, on my dad's side of the family. My dad's bred in Jamaica till he's about 13 years old. Love at celebrations, love talking about that, love love celebrating that, you know, that how can I say, that lineage, you know what I mean? I love Jamaica. Been to Jamaica once in my life, need to go much more. But it was a great experience. I love my people from there. So we got Jamaican Independence Day coming up, which is great and fantastic. To celebrate Jamaican, being a Jamaican, celebrating independence from Jamaica. But the reality of the show is that I think using the word independence and making these nations independent has always been a very poorly chosen word. The West Indies, the African, Indian nations were basically, for me, the independence and really independence. Yeah, we are together with the Commonwealth Games, talking like there's been mutual benefits. You know. Now, what I would say when it comes to we can celebrate being a Jamaican, but as a Jamaican, we're only just coming to realization that we are African descent. We are Africans. Just coming to that realization. Not everybody, but you know what I'm saying. But we just come to that realization of our own identity. The reality show is that the island of Jamaica was an island where we were dumped on to do all the dirty work because they killed off all the Native Americans on that particular island, or they weren't working. And in some cases, because they became Christians, they had to find somebody else to do the work. So they chose Africans, and they particularly didn't even preach the gospel to us because they knew under Christian rule, if you become Christians, they can't enslave you. So, but either way, take everything aside. Independence Day would say that you're independent, you're functioning well as a country, you have the tools to move forward. What I would say for a lot of the Caribbean islands and Jamaica, they have struggled after independence, you know, struggled as a nation. Corruption's been there, and really and truly, it's really an island where they dumped a load of African slaves and then left them to it after they saw fit that they had no use for us. And the reality show is, guys, Independence Days were all triggered off by the fact that basically you had the civil rights movement in America that was triggering things off. So the question is, you have to pose yourself, hold on a second, what is this independence we're celebrating? Yes, it's great to celebrate identity, but are you really, have we really got independence? Have we utilized our independence? And on the independence, have we negotiated things back? Let me give you an example, guys. You know, something I'll do some random research today, and I was listening to a Haitian talking about the problems, and I know I talk about the stories that the first Caribbean island, we should be celebrating them. They rebelled first against the French. They knocked out Napoleon and sent him back packing. Yeah, they ran the show. How on earth do, when you win independence off and kick off the minority who are ruling and pillaging the island, yeah, do you have to end up in the deal that you're paying them off to 20 years ago? So over 100 years of paying off France a value of billions, and you can't even feed your people. And the place is corrupt. People complain about how nasty it is, how evil the place is and whatsoever. But the reality show is that you know, were they really independent when they, you know what I mean? They got these ties underneath. And my question is to everybody is this independence thing that people keep telling themselves is it truly independence? Are we still paying off these fake debts, these fake sorries? And then at the same time, we're going, hold on a second, yeah? Ain't nobody, you know, our colonial owners, they have basically conned us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we give you independence, but you got to pay us back for this. You got to pay us back for that. You got to keep sending your stuff to us. We're still your priorities, but we're not going to choose you as a priority. We're going elsewhere, and we'll come to you whenever we feel like it. Really? There was no empowerment there still. Yeah, there's no IOUs there still. Yeah, they've taken us from our island without a will, without real true compensation, and dumped us on the island, and still want money out of us. So it's just like, what's going on here? So my question is, are we really celebrating independence, or are we celebrating our Jamaican identity? That's the question. And I would say to the African nations as well. Listen, so in you're talking about in the 70s and the 60s, African nations were getting their independence. Less than 100 years old. Oh, there was a meeting in Europe when they decided they're going to lose their independence. They didn't decide it themselves. Man, just come and take the land and say, this is ours. This is confusing. Independent. It's like, hold on a second. Who told you? Who did we give you our land? Queen Victoria decided, oh, I want India. Huh? Oh, get independence from them just because a woman turned around and said, I want India. India's mine. And then they go there and tell them that this is now the Queen Victoria's land. And we're going to take whatever we want. Anyway, we're not going to get into too much in taking part, because then we're going to start calculating reparations or business, and this is not the thing for it. But truly, and guys, really think about it. What are we doing with independence? And we do celebrate independence of as many black nations as possible here in Affinity Extra. We do 100% want to celebrate that. But the reality show is, are we celebrating about more identity than independence? Because really and truly, we are really not that independent. We're still dependent on the colonial powers.
Hi, and thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, you like, and you comment, and make sure that you're sharing the videos and watching so much more. We have loads of content for you. I hope you enjoy.